Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not.
I'm very excited to welcome Sincerest Don to the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. Want to talk all about your career and your music and your influences. But first, I came to know of you because of my dear friend Sham from, shout out Sham from Woody High. So how did you link with him?
I actually met one of his friends of a friend, and it went from there. And what's so funny, I have a close friend that went to Woody High also. So, it's a very small world, but he's been good to me ever since. We're good friends, and it's good to finally meet you. He told me a lot about you, so you must be a big alumni at Woody High.
I don't know about all that. I remember riding around with his Sham in high school, and he was putting us all on Egyptian rap. He'll tell you about that another time. But he's always been obviously way into music, so I'm glad that the two of you linked. So you're from VA. How did growing up in VA and influence your career and your music?
Well, the thing about Virginia, we don't have a lot of artists. We have the Timberlands, the Pharrells, but we don't have a lot of artists. So I gravitated early on to the New York style of rap, the very lyrical rap, but also as I got a bit older and was a little more cognizant of the rap going on, that's when I got into like the Clips, Pusha T, people like that. So,
So those were your musical influences when you first got into rap?
Exactly. The Jay-Z's, the Nas's, and then as I got a bit older, that's when I tapped into Clips and Pusha T and, old Missy. I started to go back and do my homework, so.
Well, you have a very, you have an old school style, I feel like. Old school to me, obviously, I'm in my mid-30s, so old school is different to different people. But for me, it's a little old school, and it's a real vibe. What is your biggest influence, I guess, for your style of music?
This is probably going to be out of the Scarface with storytelling. I took after a lot of Scarface's music early on, the storytelling, and just you could feel it. So that's what I wanted to do when I started making music. I wanted people to feel what I was talking about and also relate to it in certain things.
I can hear that. In your music. So when you're writing, do you write all of your own music?
I write everything.
How do you feel about ghostwriters? Because that's been a big conversation in the music world lately.
To each his own, to be honest. But me, for what I do, I feel like for the pop stars who need help writing certain lyrics and writing songs. I mean, ghostwriting's been around for a long time. It's not like it's anything new. It was people in the 90s and the 2000s having their songs written, and even early on. But to each his own. But me, I like to write all my own stuff.
So for someone who hasn't heard your music yet, what kind of rapper are you? What kind of stories are you telling? Who are you? Where'd you come from? Who are you? Who is Sincerest Don?
I feel like that's kind of hard because I give you such a wide range of music, especially this year. I'm used to giving you a lot of street stories, a lot of that explicit rap, but this year I wanted to tap in and start making music for the ladies. I kind of wanted to switch up the flow and give you a faster pace. So I let the people go check out the music, and then they come back and give me their thought on the kind of rapper that they think I am.
When you write, do you get inspired by other music? Do you get inspired by books, by movies? Like, is it just life experience?
Sports, movies, other music. I'm a student of the game. I still have my favorite rappers I like to listen to. So when they drop projects, I tune in just like a fan, and that's how I get, I put it all into one.
So you do have a lot of mentions of sports throughout your music. This is
Definitely.
Mostly sports podcast, but obviously we do, culture and everything else as well. So who are your teams? Are you a fan of Virginia teams?
We don't have any teams, Joy. So,
well, I mean the area.
Yeah, definitely. I'm DC everything. I'm Washington.
Yeah, you gotta be DMV a little bit, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was born in DC, so I'm DC everything. My father was a Washington fan. My mom started as a Washington fan, but I'm Washington everything. Big Washington football fan.
I don't. So maybe you can explain the Ryan Fitzpatrick move to me because I don't get that.
Honestly, we're just waiting for Deshaun. That's all. We're just waiting for Deshaun.
Well,
no, look, if Fitzpatrick can sling it, so that's all we need. We need somebody who can throw the ball down the field, point blank.
Well, I can't really talk because I'm a Pittsburgh fan and a Dolphins fan, and we're not.
That was a good game. That was a good game last year, Joy.
Much better shape.
That was a good game last year.
We'll stick with sports for a second. So you're a Washington football fan. Obviously in the sports world, we debate who the GOAT is a lot. Are you an NBA fan as well?
Definitely.
So who is your NBA GOAT?
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson?
From Virginia. Allen Iverson.
So Allen Iverson is the great. Is that your favorite player? That's like he's the greatest basketball player.
Okay, he's the greatest player to me, but of course MJ's the GOAT.
Okay.
Then you have Kobe, then you have LeBron.
Okay, interesting. You put Kobe above LeBron. No, I loved Allen Iverson growing up. I thought when I was really young, I hadn't figured everything out yet. I thought I was gonna grow up and be Michael Jordan. And then I hit puberty and figured out that's not happening. And then I was like, I just loved AI. I would wear the little the wrist guard.
Wristbands,
yeah.
And to piggyback on what you're saying, I'm 28, so I didn't see MJ.
Right.
I see Allen Iverson.
No, that makes sense. And Allen Iverson, to tie it back to music, Allen Iverson was such a cultural icon. He has so much respect still in all aspects of the culture just because of what he brought, just a different kind of swag and energy to the game and off the court also. Okay, so what about the NFL? Do you think that Tom Brady is the greatest?
No question.
Anyone who is kind of arguing against that right now is just salty at this point to me.
Basically.
Because I don't know how you can't say that.
They're probably like Cowboys fans or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think even Cowboys fans would have to admit it. I feel like it would be probably like somebody who suffered a lot from Tom Brady
in the division. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So do you have a GOAT, a rap? Like, do you have a rapper that you think is the greatest? And it's difficult because there's so many different styles and eras and who started rap and who changed the game. But do you have one?
I would say it has to be Jay-Z. He's been in the game for as long as he has. He's been in every era. He's doing this thing with business. He's showing you that he's more than music, great businessman. So it had to be Jay-Z.
I think it's definitely a big debate, right? Because everyone has a different tastes and who's had the most hits. But I agree with you. I think Jay-Z has passed so many different levels and has had hits in so many different decades and has just transformed the game in so many artistic ways as well. And then obviously Beyonce is a big influence on the gravity, the two of them together obviously is power. But so who's your favorite rapper then?
Oh, Joe, you're killing me. My favorite rapper of all time. You know what? It's Jay-Z / Scarface. Those are my two most listened to rappers to this day.
My favorite is Tupac.
Okay. Tupac's in my top 5.
For multiple reasons. Okay, so I was going to ask you, you have a top 5. We could do top 5 Mount Rushmore of rappers. So you would put, because I don't like to rank necessarily. You could have a favorite, but it's hard to rank. So if you do a top 5 or a Mount Rushmore, then you're not necessarily putting one above the other.
Okay, can we leave Biggie and Tupac out of it?
Just because they're in a different category?
Exactly.
Okay, all right, I'll allow it. Biggie and Tupac are in a different category. So then who is your Mount Rushmore?
No order, of course. Jay-Z, Nas, Scarface, Pimp C. I'm gonna put Pusha in there. Pusha T. I'm gonna put Pusha T in there.
Okay, so top 5: Pusha T, Jay-Z, Nas, Scarface, and Pimp C.
Mm-hmm.
I love some Pimp C now. That's a good list.
Thank you.
Good list. I think I did my top 5 not too long ago on the podcast, and Donnie's gonna have to probably edit this because I want to make sure I remember. I like to write these things down, but it was definitely Jay-Z, Pac, Biggie. I had to put Kanye up there.
Ooh, okay, I respect that.
I got my issues with Kanye, but musically, if we're just doing music, you got to have Kanye in there, I think. And and similarly, Lil Wayne, like Lil Wayne's been doing this a very, very long time.
Yes.
So I gotta put Lil Wayne up there also. But that's a good list though. I like that list. So what's next for you musically? What can we look forward to? What's coming up next for you? What can people listen to?
So right now, I don't want to give this project no love because it's hasn't been out a month yet. Smoke and Mirrors is out right now. Me and Big Mars. I'm releasing Cardinal Sin, the deluxe edition, and I'm adding some new songs. So I'm excited for that, and probably some more EPs. I got a lot of music coming on the way, so I just want to keep the people fed and stay busy.
Well, I love that. Make sure you check out Sincerest Don on social media. Give him a follow because he's Maybe I'm Crazy family now. Yep. And Woody High family too, even though you didn't go there, but we'll show love.
my Woody High family, appreciate y'all.
At Sincerest Don on Instagram, follow him on Twitter. Make sure that you stream it and go download. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Having me, Joy. Thank you.
You're in good hands, and we look forward to your success.
Definitely. Thank you.